Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz had a whirlwind romance and were one of the most famous couples in Hollywood. Let's look at Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz's homes, particularly her Beverly Hills residence, which she is said to haunt to this day. We would be remiss to not mention Lucille Ball's origins. Ball's grandparents bought a home in the summer resort of 𝗁𝗏𝗏 Lake. The home was at 59 8th Street, a worn, shingled 3-bedroom house with a front porch, a back shed, and a small front parlor with a curtain separating it from the front hall. It was behind these curtains that Ball started acting for her family. The house was later auctioned after Lucy's grandfather was sued and put under house arrest when a neighbor's child got shot, paralyzing him. In 1933, Lucille Ball made her first significant move in Hollywood, signing a studio deal with RKO Radio Pictures. This marked the beginning of her Hollywood journey as she moved into an 1,874 square foot house at 1344 North Ogden Drive. This modest yet significant home was the first of many in her Hollywood career. The house featured 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a study, a hot tub, an office space, a patio surrounded by lime and avocado trees, 2 decks, and a fireplace. Built in 1919, this home boasted an open-plan living-cum-dining room-cum-kitchen that allowed the bright Los Angeles sunlight to stream in. The entire lot sat on a green 6,751 square foot space with a front and backyard. She moved her family from New York and lived with them in this house for many years until she moved out independently. In 1940, while filming Too Many Girls, Ball met Cuban-American Desi Arnaz and hit it off immediately. Arnaz asked Ball if she could rumba, and after a demonstration, Arnaz promised to teach Ball if she went out with him that night. The rest, as they say, is history. Their professional lives were closely intertwined with their homes, as they often used their residences to retreat from their hectic Hollywood life. Lucille Ball's Hollywood bungalow had 2 rooms, numerous closets, and a pink bathroom. Even though it was temporary, it reflected her style. The main room was her living room, where Ball gave press interviews and entertained her guests. The kitchen was furnished with Westinghouse appliances, and her dressing room had a door leading to stage 25, which provided her with the convenience of not stepping outside. The 2 lovebirds got involved in a whirlwind romance and eloped 2 months after the film's opening, November 30th, 1940, 6 months after they met. In 1941, Lucille and Desi bought a ranch on the rural outskirts of Chatsworth, Los Angeles. The 19,700 Devonshire Street residence was a 5-acre estate known as Desilu Ranch, a play on both their names. The couple paid $16,500 for the rustic San Fernando Valley Ranch house, which was built by Paul R. Williams and unfinished when they purchased it. The ranch was their dream home and a getaway from the hectic Hollywood life. They kept Desilu Ranch from 1941 and reluctantly sold it in 1956. The couple would often drive by the ranch just to reminisce for old time's sake. One time, Ball made an impromptu visit to the ranch house and was disappointed at how the new owner had redecorated it. The house was a single-story California-style ranch house with white wood clapboarding. A long driveway led to the main house, several hundred feet from the road and surrounded by towering pepper and eucalyptus trees. At the back, they added a barbecue pit and a shimmering blue swimming pool with a flagstone patio. Nearby, they also added a small guest house that was Desi's escape when the couple fought, which happened often during the first days of their marriage. Desi planted orange, grapefruit, and lemon trees on the property, and they adopted several animals, such as cats, pigs, and chickens. Their love for animals was evident in the cow they named the Duchess of Devonshire, and 2 cocker spaniels, Taffy and Pinto, who added a touch of warmth and vibrancy to their home. Ball decorated the home in her unique, frilly decor style, which she described as early Victorian meets bastard American. The couple's 2 children, Lucy and Arnaz Jr., were born here too, providing an idyllic space for the family to bond. Despite their love for the ranch, the couple found the long drives from the ranch to Hollywood for meeting and filming exhausting. As their fame grew, they also felt the need for more privacy. The encroachment of suburbs on their ranch further prompted their decision to sell. In 1956, they sold the ranch to Jane Withers, who lived there for the next 20 years. Arnaz was a serious gambler, and in 1954, he won a vacant lot in a poker game. The couple hired Paul R. Williams to build them a vacation home on the lot, located near 𝗔𝗶𝗶𝘀𝗃, California, and the 17th fairway of the Thunderbird Country Club. The 4,400 square foot home had 6 bedrooms and an open ranch plan featuring decorative concrete block walls, decorative entry screens, and board and batten cladding. The house featured natural stonework in the exterior and interior, which was also mimicked in the pool terrace and the stone pathways. The home's interior had an open plan design with distinct architectural details. A stylish glass curtain wall connected the interior with stunning views from the living and dining spaces. The patio featured a large swimming pool and a shaded lanai lounge area, making the home perfect for entertaining the Hollywood elite. The couple often went to a Beverly Hills getaway, nicknamed the Lucy House. The house was located in Palm Springs, 1.7 miles from O'Donnell Golf Course and 1.9 miles from the Palm Springs Visitor Center. The house was a sprawling Spanish-style mansion with terracotta roofs in El Mirador, a posh neighborhood in downtown Palm Springs. The house sat on manicured lawns lined with palm trees and surrounded by a 12-foot fig tree wall and a wrought iron gate, providing ample privacy and security. It had 5 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, and 2 half bathrooms. The main house, which was 2,800 square feet and featured mid-century modern designs blended with Spanish villa decor, had vaulted ceilings, a fireplace, tiled floors, and a wall of windows with panoramic views. Beyond the living room was a hardwood dining table that sat 10 guests. The gourmet kitchen had granite countertops. 3 French doors opened from the kitchen to the backyard, offering guests the luxury of dining al fresco under a covered patio. In 1955, the couple bought a 2-story colonial house in Beverly Hills for $85,000. The family lived at the Beverly Hills Hotel for 6 months during the renovation of the house, located at 1000 North Roxbury Drive, around Roxbury and Lexington. Built in 1936, the 17,499 square foot home had 6 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms. The house featured a mix of Spanish architecture with modern finishes. The main level had a formal entryway, a spacious living room, an eat-in kitchen, and a step-down dining room. Huge French doors opened to a trellised patio or loggia with a fireplace for outdoor events. In the downstairs den, Ball installed a state-of-the-art backgammon table and hosted Scrabble parties for her fellow Hollywood stars. One episode of I Love Lucy, titled The Tour, was shot in the yard of this home. In this episode, the house was supposed to be Rich Widmark's, but Ball and Arnaz decided to use their house. In the script, Lucy and Ethel stole grapefruits from the backyard. This episode forever immortalized the 1000 Roxbury Drive house. Ball lived in this house for 34 years, and when she married comedian Gary Morton, he moved in with her. Her neighbors were comedian Jack Benny and actor James Stewart, who would pop in to share vegetables from his garden. Ball would hand out candy on Halloween to trick-or-treaters dressed in black as a witch with blacked-out teeth. Her wish was for Gary to sell the house when she died, and the new owners replaced the entire facade with white stucco, rendering it unrecognizable. They also destroyed the garden out front and turned it into a parking area. Myth is that Ball still haunts the Roxbury Drive house, with reports of loud voices in the attic, unexplained broken windows, and mysterious furniture movement. One eyewitness claims he saw Lucy's ghost while driving past the property. She looked sad and probably haunted the house because she was disappointed at how the new owners had changed the house's exterior. Circa 1965, Ball also had an apartment at the Hilton in Midtown New York. The duplex had a stunning view of the Manhattan skyline. The bedroom had fewer of her signature Victorian thrills and was more Hollywood Regency. The modern living room had comfortable couches with throw pillows, wall art, table lamps, and a baby grand piano that gave it a cozy yet elegant and luxurious feel. When Arnaz and Ball divorced in 1960, it was due to his alleged infidelity and his drinking problem. In 1960, Ball filed for divorce. 2 years later, she offered to buy Arnaz's share in their co-owned studio, Desilu. This made Ball the first woman in America to run a television studio. Desilu had become a respected company and produced hit shows like Mission Impossible, The Untouchables, and Star Trek. Allegedly, the divorce was contentious, but the two remained close friends for the rest of their lives. Arnaz died of lung cancer in 1986, while Ball died of a cardiac arrest 3 years later in 1989. This ended the lives of one of the most powerful couples in Hollywood. He was cremated, and his ashes scattered in Mexico at the 𝗁𝗂𝗂𝗏. Ball was among hundreds who attended the funeral at St. James's Roman Catholic Church in California. When Lucy died, her family cremated her and interred her ashes at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills. In 2002, her children decided to move her remains to the family's plot at Lakeview Cemetery in her birthplace, Jamestown, New York.